We're live.
Hi. Hi, and welcome to LifeTRNDS Live.
Well, it's Thursday night, and tonight I'm going to do some things a little bit differently. We've got a lot of announcements to make first, so let me share all those with you. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a very, very short presentation. This is part of the new presentation we're building for LifeTRNDS. And what I'm going to do tonight is just show you the kind of the enrollment process and a little bit about the compensation side of the business. So those are the two things we'll talk about is again, how you come into the business and then how you make an income, from the business. So with that, let's just get you some updates going first. We've been waiting a long time, obviously, to get this thing resolved with our processing for one of our e-gigs, which is the CBD. And it looks like it's finally, it's at the end of this long journey. From all the indications we've been given, we're going to be approved. We should be, very, very quickly with our processing in place. And so what we decided to do was we made a promise to everybody because of this long delay that we would do something in a way of some free promotional products for everybody, to kind of just say thank you for your patience. Still going to do that, but rather than having to do some sort of a temporary system where we had people just, again, because what we said we would do is you'd allow to pick a product, you'd only pay for the shipping and handling, and that's it in this particular instance. But rather than having people do something as silly as having to, go to the old school of doing things, which is sending a check and then us sending the product, we just figured let's just wait, whatever it's 1 week or hopefully less than that, and we'll just do it through a normal processing method. But you will get the product for free. We are going to give you that product as promised for free. So what we'll do as soon as that's in place, we'll send out an email to everybody, and you'll be able to go in and place that order. So that'll be a very simple way for everybody to kind of get started, get to try the products. I just wish you guys already had them already, because we've had the luxury of using them now for, I hate to say it, but it's almost a month.
Mm-hmm.
Almost a month. Yeah, we've been using these products, these CBD products, and they're just tremendous. I mean, I know you've been excited about Lisa always keeps saying, golly, I just want to start sharing this with everybody. They're so good. And, we talked about that a lot. So what do you think? You're about ready?
Yes, they're great products. The skincare, the oil, the gummies, the honey you put in your coffee every morning. It's delicious. So I'm very excited. I just can't wait.
I know. I love the way she says, instead of gummies, she says gummies. But I love that. Don't ever change that, baby. I love it. So guys, tonight what we're going to do is, like I said, I'm going to give you this very, very short presentation. The other announcement that I wanted to make is that, obviously LifeTRNDS, travel is open for business again. I mean, with the COVID, it's been a very, very tough time for everybody. Travel's still not 100% back. We know that. It's probably realistically, I think before the travel world really opens back up again, it could be another 2 or 3 months, but it's happening. I mean, countries are starting to open back up. Obviously, I think everybody's seen even over the past week with the holidays, people are out, people are traveling again, people are staying in hotels again. So it's coming back. And we do know that once everybody gets that feeling of, hey, I can go out and travel again and not be worried, it's going to be a huge business. Probably business will be bigger than what it was before, just because there's such a pent up demand for travel. So we're very, very excited about, that side of our business coming back very, very strongly. Obviously very excited about launching the e-gig with CBD and wellness, because it's more than just CBD products. It's, it's CBD and wellness. And next week, we'll be introducing 3 new products. You don't even know about this yet. We just kind of finished it up today. We're going to have 3 new products that we'll be talking about next week that are wellness products that are really tremendous. These are not everyday type products. They're very unique, very special, and we'll go into the details on that on next Thursday's call. So with that being said, what I wanted to do, was one more announcement too. As everybody knows, and this is kind of important, as everybody knows, we have become the official supplier for a company called Crowd One, which is a huge global company and one you've heard me talk about quite a bit. Interesting enough, they've gone over 10 million members, heading close to 11 million members. I mean, can you imagine that? I mean, in that short a period of time, having that many people on board with their company. So it is the fastest growing company on the planet. It's very exciting to be the travel provider for that company on a global basis. It's going to obviously give tremendous credibility back to us here at LifeTRNDS, but it's going to do more than that for you, because one of the plans that we have in motion is that sometime next year, as Crowd One works on the compliance things that they have to do to be able to bring their company to the US, is that LifeTRNDS will be involved in that. And we're not sure exactly how this is all going to work, but I can tell you this. Could you imagine if all of a sudden, here we're sitting here in LifeTRNDS and Crowd One's coming in and we do something where the two companies are merged together, and you have, by that point in time, probably the first quarter of next year, it'll be 15 million distributors worldwide wanting to put people in here in the US. Now, if you understand what I'm going to be sharing with you tonight, which is this global revenue sharing program, you'll understand why that's so important to you, because it's going to be a game changer for all of you because of you getting and being in the business now. It's also going to be a great benefit to people that you're going to be talking to about joining now. So with that, I'm going to jump into this presentation. And again, it's just going to kind of outline, the new enrollment process, how it's going to work here, and then of course, how you actually make your income from this. So give me 1 second here as I share the screen. So we're doing this live. So let's go. And when I get finished, I'll come back and we'll just have a quick few closing comments. So I believe we're up on the screen now. Should be seeing this. So tonight I'm going to give you kind of, the overall story about, introducing these first e-gigs and how people get involved, right? And because that's like, most people say, well, okay, this sounds kind of interesting when you share it with somebody. How do I get started? Well, we're going to make this so simple for everybody to come and join us here at LifeTRNDS. And remember, we're not just talking about one gig. We're talking about many, many gigs as we grow. Obviously, right now we're launching with 2 e-gigs, one being the travel, the other being the CBD and wellness. But what will happen for everybody, no matter what, they'll come through LifeTRNDS, which is kind of like the parent company. And they'll go in and they'll see a short video that tells our story, and it'll be really nicely done one that we're working on right now. And then they'll just go to the button below that says make your choice. Now, when they go to make the choice, here's what they're going to do. They're going to pick one of these 3 packages to get started. Now, I'm going to go through each one of these, so you don't need to try to read everything that's on the screen. So let's start with just talking about the first one, which would be becoming a free customer. Now, again, one of the ideas behind this is we want millions and millions of people to join us, right? Well, how do you do that? Well, you can do that by having a program like we got here where people can come in for free. And when we say free, we do mean for free. So what will happen is when somebody comes in and joins LifeTRNDS, number one, they're going to get access to worldwide travel discounts, because we have our Travel Saver program that the person can actually go in and through our platform, they can go in and book hotels and resorts worldwide and get a significant savings. And they have no cost. This is not the subscription side. This is the free side. Now, obviously, the savings aren't as much as what they are on the subscription side, but they're still substantial. And remember, it's free. So they'll get that benefit just for joining. And then what happens is we'll have our products through our e-gigs. And so whether it be our health and wellness products or other e-gigs that we're going to be developing in other product arenas, they're going to be able to access these products at wholesale. And remember, that's one of our keys here too, is people can get wholesale pricing for free, like we always talk about, right? For free. Secondly, when they go to order these products, they're going to be shipped for free. They're able to actually join the company for free. And the final thing that they get is they'll get 3 tiers of income that they can receive an income from not only the customers that they involve, but the 3 tiers of income. So for example, if you were to share this with me and I go, wow, this is cool, it's free, I get a discounts on hotels and resorts, I get wholesale pricing on products, I get free shipping. Yeah, this is cool, I'll join for free. And then all of a sudden I share it with a bunch of people. Well, again, all my customers are part of your first tier. You're going to get paid on all of them. So everything they order, you're getting paid on. So imagine you're getting paid on 3 tiers of referral income of every individual you set up and all the people they set up, and it costs you nothing. Nothing. It's all free. So that's step one. Now that step guy just wants to have fun, save a lot of money, and make a little bit. But a lot of people are going to want to do a little bit more than that. They're probably going to take this a little more seriously. Now it gets expensive. We've got what's called a digital business owner. Now think about this. For $10 a month, You now have an unbelievable business. It's a business that's going to be so simple to build and share. And you get, without having to do any qualifications, everything we just talked about, you'll still have as that you got as a customer. But now, instead of 3 tiers, you're going to get 10 tiers of referral income. And you guys have seen this before, but I just want to show you this again. So imagine this. And look at this example right now. If you took tier 1 there, and it shows you have 5 DBOs, right? And that every DBO only had 2 customers, and you were making about $2 per customer, which it could be a lot more, it could be less, but this is for example. But what I really want you to think about when you're looking at that first tier is realize that we're saying 2 customers. Now, how simple do you think it's going to be for everybody, every DBO, to not have 2 customers, but literally hundreds of customers? Because remember, all they're going to do is send people through links and through our apps. They're going to send this to people. They can join for free. It doesn't cost them anything. They're not taking any risk whatsoever. They're just getting great products at wholesale pricing with no shipping costs. Kind of simple, kind of easy. So I think these numbers are actually really, really conservative. But can you imagine owning a business that, if you start to look at these tiers, could generate you this kind of income? Because remember, this happens, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. And so every month, as you have people ordering, and your DBO base starts to grow, and this example is based on the fact that you never would set up more than 5 DBOs, which I think is ridiculous, because I think most people could set up 10, 20, 30, 50, 100 if they wanted to. It's not complicated. And the beauty of this business is you get to build it sitting at home in your pajamas and do it easily. Just send it out. Just say, hey, take a look at this. This is unbelievable. Take a look at what LifeTRNDS is doing with these e-gigs. There's never been anything like this. They got this unbelievable system of marketing that everybody qualifies. You don't have to meet any qualifications to get this money. It's just a matter of it. As it grows, you make more and more income. And you can see as this thing starts to go through the 6th tier here, if you took those numbers across, that's a pretty substantial monthly income. And we don't even show the 7th, 8th, 9th, or 10th tier because it looks too ridiculous. And so if you look at this chart, you can put in whatever numbers you want. I mean, for example, let's say, nobody else did any more than 5, but you, in tier 1, you set up more than 5. You set up 10 or 20. What do you think it would do to these numbers? It would change them dramatically. What if you only did 2? It's still going to be, because you can't control what anybody else does. You might only set up 2 people in your first tier, and the next 2nd tier, those 2 each set up 50 each. I mean, the numbers, you can't control what's going to happen with this, ladies and gentlemen. But the point is, you win, and you do it without any risk. And that's really important to me and to us with this whole concept, is that people can get involved with no risk and have this unbelievable upside. So obviously, that's the first component of how you make money in this, and that comes when you become a DBO. Now, it's a little better than that. We're going to talk about being a DBO Pro. Now, I'm going to break this into 2 screens for you, so don't try to get into reading all the detail here, and you'll have all this stuff anyway. So let's talk about being a DBO Pro. So what happens when you become a DBO Pro? Now, instead of coming in at $10 a month, you're actually at $50 a month. Now you might say, well, that's quite a bit. Why am I going to spend $50 a month? Well, because here's what happens. Number 1, you now have a travel subscription program that gives you everything you could ever imagine at true wholesale. And I'm talking about true wholesale. This is a platform that between the hotels, the resorts, the vacation bookings, everything you could imagine, you're talking about a subscription platform that can literally save you $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 every year, year in, year out. As a matter of fact, these subscription programs that are like this out there today, you can buy them, but they'll cost you up front anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000. So this is for $49 a month, but guess what we do? When you spend the $49, we turn around and give you a $50 cash card for free food. So what is it really costing you? Nothing. You've actually made money, and you still haven't done anything. And now you've got a program between the subscription side of the travel platform, which saves you thousands and thousands, and the program we give you on discounts on lifestyle purchases, which can save you hundreds every month. I mean, literally hundreds of dollars every month. It's like, for example, we always talk about all the things we do with it. I mean, one example is just movie tickets. Now, obviously with COVID, people haven't gone to movies, but that's going to change. The doors are going to start opening up. People are going to movies again. I love particularly going to the movies. We both do. And, when you can get your movie tickets at half the cost, it's kind of fun. It's kind of nice. And that's just one little lifestyle benefit. We literally have, and this is not an exaggeration, thousands of lifestyle benefits that can save you money. So now you've got this DBO Pro. You've got, this unbelievable platform. You've got a way to have it for nothing. And then here's the most exciting part. It automatically qualifies you for the first 4 bonus pools in our global revenue sharing program. And this is what is going to be to me, this is what sets us apart from everybody. Okay. I mean, I think all the things I've talked about are amazing. From the 10-tier referral system to all the ways we do things and free and wholesale and shipping for free and all that stuff. But this global revenue share, think about this. When you get involved in the global revenue share, you're going to make this amazing money. And I'm going to come back to the Refer 3 and it's free in just a second, but I want to show you this global revenue share. So what happens with this is that the first 4 bonus pools, if you have the travel subscription, which is the $49.95 a month program, you automatically meet the qualifications. If not, you've got to do it through your customer commissions that you create. And everybody's going to be able to meet these anyway sooner or later, but it just makes it nice that you can just do it for free. And how does this work? Let me just show you. This is the first 4 bonus pools, but what do we do with this? Well, we actually have, as you can see, these bonus pools continue to grow. You start off as a manager, then you become a senior manager. There's 4 different levels of that. Then you become a director, you become an executive director, then you become a chief executive director. There's 20 different bonus pools. Now, what makes this so unique, ladies and gentlemen, is it has, and remember this, nothing to do with what you build. 0. This is a global revenue sharing program. What it means is that your 10 tiers of referrals that we were talking about earlier, that's based on your efforts, right? You go and you have 5 or 10 DBOs and they get 5 or 10 and whatever it grows in. And maybe you have 100,000 people, eventually, or maybe you have 500,000 people in your 10 tiers of referrals. But you did something, you actually built that. But with this, you get paid on every person that joins after you for life. Every person. And it's paid to these bonus pools. Now, what that means is these are people that you had nothing to do with. It would be like, for example, you'll say you talk to my wife and she got involved in the business as a DBO and she started building stuff. Well, obviously she's part of your organization. But I'm over here and I have nothing to do with you or her, and somebody else brought me into the business, and I go out and I start building, and I put in 1 million people, because I'm a builder and I want to, and I like it, and I get it, and I understand how to do it. And I end up with an organization of 1 million people. Well, in any other compensation plan in the world, you would get paid 0 on what I'm doing, 0. But not with this global revenue share. The global revenue share, you're going to get paid on my 1 million people as well. And so what it does, it creates an exciting factor because it's something you don't have to go earn. It's just the fact it's based on when you join. So every person that joins after you, from now and forever, you're going to get compensated on through these bonus pools. Now think about what I just said earlier about what we're talking about with Crowd 1. We're growing, and maybe we're growing really, really fast, and it's exciting because our whole concept is unique. And all of a sudden, all those massive amount of people decide to start pouring people into what we're doing here in the United States. Guess what? They're going to be in your global revenue share. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is an unbelievable opportunity that we have here at LifeTRNDS. And let me get out of this if I can. I'll get out of the LifeSteer thing here. Oh, the one thing I didn't share with you, but it's okay, I'll just do it here without the screen, is in addition to everything I just talked about, which this seems so minute, but by the way, whenever you have 3 DBOs that you personally have enrolled that take the subscription plan so they can get all the great benefits we just talked about, when you have 3, even though we're giving you $50 every month in cash certificate, for your program, you're now going to be free anyway. So now you're still going to get the $50, but your cost for your subscription is 0 because you've got 3 and it's free. So that's just another little bonus we put in. A lot of free stuff. I love free. I love free. I've always loved free. And that's what the whole concept is, just make this so exciting for the masses so that when people join, they just can't wait to share it with other people. Like, yeah, there's no catches, there's no gimmicks. It's all real, and it's unbelievably good products. And ladies and gentlemen, we're just so excited because, we're just beginning. And it's been so frustrating to have to wait all this time to get this, this additional, gig launched, but that's okay. Because as I told everybody on the last, probably 10, 20 calls, the only difference between those people that make it in life and those people that don't is the people that do make it and make it big, they never quit. So I thank you for not quitting. I thank you for being here. And now it's time for you guys to earn the rewards for doing that. And we're going to have that ready for you very quickly. So with that, we'll say good night. I look forward to next Thursday with the announcement on these other products. Maybe I'll have an announcement about our processing. I hope so. And with that, we'll say good night. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for coming and have a nice weekend.
Yeah, be safe. Good night, everybody.